Yes, what's up, ladies and gentlemen? This is Warzone Jones coming right back at you with an MMA-related topic video. And I want to talk about the drug users in MMA, the people who has been getting caught for those illegal drugs. It has been running rampant in sports for years, whether it be baseball, football, boxing. It is definitely being run in MMA. It's there, let's be honest. You don't believe me? Ask Anderson Silva. You don't believe me? Ask guys like Chill Sonny. The list goes on. These guys who has been using illegal drugs. Man, Anderson Silva got caught. Anderson Silva, I would have never thought that Anderson Silva would have been a guy who takes steroids. Here's the reason why. He never needed them. He never ever needed them. Now, I think the reason why Anderson took them was because there was something in his mind. There was a doubt in his mind that he couldn't come back as strong. Because coming back from a leg injury like that, after losing 2 fights in a row, that he probably had a little bit of a confidence problem. So he was a little bit nervous. So he probably felt like his rehab wasn't enough. He probably felt like his training camp wasn't enough for him to be the old Anderson Silva. So he decides to take some steroids. Probably not a whole lot, but enough for us, or not rather us, the testers, the State Athletic Commission, or whoever the hell it is, enough for them to catch him and say, hey, we caught you, you're suspended, they took his win away from him. I'm pretty sure he's going to be fined. He's probably more than likely will be suspended. What the hell? Like we wasn't expecting that. Like, man, after he had won, you was expecting, okay, well, maybe he was going to get another title shot. No, Anderson Silva is not going to get another title shot. He probably will have to win maybe 2 or 3 fights. So Anderson Silva killed his momentum as he was coming back. Nick Diaz, a guy who has taken marijuana. I think they say he failed 3 times. This is his 3rd time failing. Both these guys, these are probably the first 2 guys to main event a fight and actually get caught as they was main eventing their fight. So Nick Diaz clearly doesn't care, even though his is not as bad. Marijuana isn't a performance enhancer, but I heard like some people say that it is. Like, hell no, marijuana isn't a performance enhancer, but you can't do it. So it's against the rules. If they say that you can't do it, then that means you don't do it. So Nick Diaz, he shouldn't have done it, but he decided to do it anyway. You got guys like John Jones taking cocaine. Not a performance enhancer drug, but a drug nonetheless. Clearly something that you clearly should not be taking at any point in time in your life because it is clearly hazardous to your health. Cocaine, let's be honest here, like cocaine kills. Let's be honest here. And then you had other guys like Chill Sonny. Chill Sonny, man, he got caught, and when he got caught, he got fired, man. Like that cost him a lot. He lost his job on Fox. He lost a lot of respect just in general. He is not in the UFC fighting anymore. Chill Sonny has lost so much momentum because he got caught taking stuff that he was not supposed to be taking. Steroids. And I haven't heard nothing from Chill Sonny since then. I don't know if you have, but I clearly haven't heard. I haven't heard Chill Sonny's voice in a long time, and we all know Chill Sonny likes to talk. Whether it be an interview that he would do, or just something random, and he like nothing. We haven't heard anything from Chill Sonny. I don't know what the hell he's doing. You got other guys like Nate Marquardt and Wanderlei Silva. Wanderlei Silva ran from his drug test, and we all know why, because he was on steroids. He clearly was on steroids. If you're gonna run from a drug test, you are clearly on steroids, and that's a problem. And when he did that, it made him look bad. It actually made him look really bad. So he ruined a whole lot of his credibility. What's his name? Alistair Overeem, man. He was another guy. His situation confused me. Alistair Overeem said he didn't know what he was taking. He literally said that. I remember I heard him say that in the interview. He said he didn't know what he was taking. So my question to Alistair Overeem is, why are you taking something that you don't know what the hell it is? You don't know what the effects, you don't know what it does. you don't know really anything about it, so why take it? I know I'm not going to take any pills or drink or something if I don't know anything about it or what it does. So that one confused me about Alistair Overeem, but I think Alistair Overeem was lying because, well, it just made him look bad at hell. Like, saying something stupid like that just make you look bad in general. So the users in MMA, the cheaters, the guys who taking steroids or whether it be cocaine or some sort of other illegal substance, that has got to stop, man. And we're not going to be able to stop it completely. We're really not. It is a good thing that these guys are being caught. Like, I'm glad these guys are being caught. Like, if you taking it, catch them, suspend them, find them, do whatever the hell it is that you got to do to punish these guys and send a message that that shit will not be tolerated. So I do like that. That's what people are doing. Now, the other problem I think with this is we're kind of finding out too late. But at the same time, you might be glad that we are finding out like a week later or 2 weeks later after the big main event fight, because you probably won't get the fight, which means the UFC, especially the UFC right now, they cannot afford not to be making money, because what I hear, they're not making as much money as they once was, especially since George St. Pierre had left. Like, since he left, apparently they wasn't making as much money. So that's why they let guys in like CM Punk, who they feel could bring in extra revenue, thus help them in the future. So the drug users, man, I am so glad that these guys are getting caught. I'm so glad that these guys are being taught a lesson. Catch these guys, teach them a lesson, because if you absolutely need steroids, and it is simple, the game is not for you anymore. Period. The game is not for you anymore. A lot of those guys, especially in Japan, I think a lot of those guys are taking that stuff in Japan. And from what I hear, there is no state athletics commission in Japan, so they don't test out there in Japan, from what I hear. So a lot of those guys who fought out there in Japan was getting away with it out there. And over here in America, no, we will catch you. I said we like I'm one of the guys who's catching people, but they will catch you and they will suspend you and they'll fine you. Period and point blank. You will get suspended, hell, maybe a whole year. I think, Alistair Overeem got suspended for like a whole year. So people need to use that as an example and say no to steroids, no to marijuana, no to cocaine, no to all these things that can clearly get you suspended and make you look bad. So this was on Jones. If you haven't done so, go ahead, man. Subscribe to my channel. I'm out. Deuces.